Okay, hey, what is up, guys, and welcome back to the WTFN podcast, where today we are joined by.
Struan vlogs.
Hello, Struan, how are you doing today?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you, mate?
I'm alright. To be honest, obviously, as we have the coronavirus going on, it's a bit difficult to get videos recorded. Actually, yeah, that's the first thing I want to start off talking about today. How are you coping with, obviously, the isolation going on in the UK at the moment?
Yeah, well, we're coming up to 8, 9 weeks in lockdown,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
not fantastic. It impedes us recording videos and sleepovers and going out to Arbroath and whatnot.
Obviously, yeah.
It's I'm not having fun. To begin with, it was just right. Okay, it'll last 4 weeks, just over maybe, but no, it's gone too far.
Yeah, a little bit. But I mean, to be honest, it is for the safety of us. The government aren't just like, we're going to keep you all in for the sake of it. It's actually for our safety, from the disease
No,
or
I
the
know that, but
virus, even.
yeah.
So, anyway, more to a more happier topic. What we will discuss, obviously, the isolation, because it is a big topic that this podcast is probably going to be based on. To be honest, right, it's not too bad recording videos, but I haven't been able to record like my usual videos, like as you know, like vlogs, going to Arbroath, going to school.
Uh-huh.
I kind of stopped vlogging going to school for a while. I don't know why. Probably just because it's like we're more busy during school days now. And this year, well, this term coming up, we are going to be very busy compared to last year.
Absolutely, but YouTube will still be one of my main
Oh,
priorities.
obviously, but I just mean as in I won't be able to vlog at school as much.
No, well, that'll be the same for all of us, but breaks, lunches, they'll all still be involved.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. But no, obviously it is really sad that we can't go to Arbroath or things like that at the moment. But I'm sure when lockdown's over, the Arbroath vlogs will be back, and we'll be doing our skits and stuff like that. So yeah.
I hope so.
I look forward to that, people, when they come out. Currently, right now, I have edited most of my most recent video that's coming out soon, which is the PC review. I just got a PC. It's a HP Pavilion i3 4 GB RAM and 1 TB storage PC. It's very good. I enjoy it very much. And obviously, I wasn't looking for a really high spec or gaming PC, but it is good enough for doing like YouTube videos and stuff like that. And I think the only game I've really tried running on it so far is Roblox, and it runs that confidently. So yeah,
Good.
obviously, because mainstream play. I was about to say pay, no play. We play stuff like pizza. What's the game called again? Stream with the pizza.
Work at a pizza place.
Aye, that's it. Work at a pizza place.
So
Uh,
that's what we do. We pay Roblox.
no, we do not pay Roblox. Oh, alright, that'd be good though. Imagine getting a sponsorship. I don't mean as in like it's a
That'd be
cool
good.
brand to get sponsored by. I just mean it as in like imagine actually being sponsored, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, they'd be paying us.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, yeah,
That'd be
that's a funny thing. I was about to say, with Roblox, right? We tried to do a few videos on Roblox, but I need to get the settings right because Roblox Reeboks. No, I'm only joking. No, Roblox was showing up a little bit glitchy on my OBS screen, but it wasn't on my computer, so it's really like odd. It's really weird. I need to get my settings right for gameplay stuff like that. But it works well for stuff like this and for videos on like using Google or internet or anything like that or Discord or anything. But it just when it comes to Roblox, it was lagging a little bit. So I'll adjust the settings at some point, and you might notice this will be a little bit quiet. It might not be the best audio. We're still working on it. I've only been working on it for about half an hour now, and I'm having to talk a little bit loud every time for the mic to hear me. But yeah, it's not the perfect audio settings, but we'll get there. It's a good video to see how it'll sound and what I can improve on the
ah,
settings. Obviously, as you can tell, Struan's got a new mic. Well, you might not be able to tell, but he does. He has a new mic. Struan, would you like to tell us what your mic is?
yeah, I just recently paid for a Thrunmax M Drill 1, which is possibly one of the highest rated mics, bar Rhodes mics and Snowball.
Yeah, indeed. Well, yeah, Snowball. You mean I know what you mean, but
Well,
yeah,
blue, yeah.
The
Aye,
Yeti,
blue.
Yeti's. I
Aye.
think Yeti's the best one, and then Snowball's meant to be the more like budget one.
Possibly,
So
yeah.
aye. But no, yeah, it's a good mic. It actually sounds pretty decent, and I'm using a mic I got off. I think it was like Amazon or something like that. I got it a while ago, but yeah, it's a USB condenser mic. I think it's called something
Was
like
it
that. So
USB? Alright.
yeah, it's USB. It's USB.
Alright, okay.
Well, no, wait, actually, no, I've just noticed it's not USB, but I don't think it works when you plug it into like an iPhone or an iPad. I don't think.
It's one of these phantom powered mics.
I think so, but there's I don't know. Yeah, I've got an adapter down there, and I've
Yeah.
got I've got my earphones plugged in. Well, my headphones actually, and I've
Yeah.
got my mic plugged in as a audio. Well, not an audio, as an aux. You know.
Yeah, no, I think that is what it is. I think yeah, it has an adapter because it needs more power.
Yeah, yeah.
That
But
makes sense.
aye, but no, obviously, aside from now, we'll move aside from things like the technical stuff and stuff like that. We'll now start talking about actual chatting. You know what the podcast
Uh-huh.
is for, obviously. But yeah, no, it wasn't bad to talk about technical stuff. It is quite cool. Yeah, that so much goes into making videos, though, doesn't it, Struan?
Oh, I know.
There's like so much stuff to make in videos. Literally, folk think it's easy, but it's not.
The setup for a video is a bit longer than the video itself.
Aye, I know, I know. But yeah, so actually, yeah, obviously, back to the topic, which isn't the happiest, but we're not going to focus on the actual thing itself. We're going to focus on how we're coping with it. How are you, Struan, coping with well, I was going to say COVID-19, but you don't have it. I mean, as in like being
Right.
isolated because of it.
Uh, it's not fun, put it that way.
No.
I don't find any joy on sitting in my hole every day, even though I used to. I
Yeah.
think it's a lot of this going around that when you're told you can't go anywhere, you just want to do it more. But when you're
Yeah.
told that you can go somewhere, you just like you take it for granted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, have that for your podcast.
Oh goodness. But no,
I did
yeah.
lean away.
So what have you been getting up to? Obviously, have you been making videos? Stuff like that.
Oh, Stream Vlogs always makes videos, doesn't he?
Yeah, hi. I know, same with WTFN, but obviously it's like a bit limited to what I can do because obviously you're more upload every day, like doing simple vlogs. You know what I mean? I don't mean simple as in like I'm downing on them. I just mean as in you know what I mean. When I try to
Yukon Simple.
shut up, I just mean as in like whenever I upload, I normally like it has to be you know what I'm like. It's like has to be something edited, something decent. You know what I mean? Like you don't mind, you just record something and upload it, and you're like I'm happy with that. With me, I'm like I want to try and edit a professional ish thing.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? We're like two different
Yeah.
styles of channels, and that's not an insult.
No, that's what makes us more interesting
Ah,
as
exactly.
friends.
It's what makes us unique. So yeah, but no. As I was saying, yeah. I mean, to be honest, what I've been doing is I've been playing bass guitar. So as you guys might know, I've started playing bass maybe about 2.5 months ago now. Because I just, believe it or not, I bought it like a week before lockdown happened, and yeah, that was like a really good choice. Obviously, that was
It
good
was.
timing. So yeah, I got a good bass guitar. I don't know the model name, but me and Struan are pretty determined that someone's put a new scratch plate on it, which makes it not look like what it might be. But it's a Jim Deacon, but it doesn't
Yeah.
look like a normal Jim Deacon. It looks like
No.
it's either custom or it's like a rare model that you can't get on the internet now. So yeah, it's good sounding either way. I've been enjoying using it, and I think I've learned like about 5 songs, and they're not easy ones. You know what I mean? They're decent enough. So I kind of threw myself in the deep end a little bit when it came to like learning bass songs, because normally folk just start off by learning like Seven Nation Army or Another One Bites the Dust, but obviously I
Yeah.
learned some Strangler songs in that. So yeah, obviously
Yes.
as you guys might know, might not know, Dave Greenfield actually passed away not too long ago. That's the Stranglers keyboard player, and yeah, it was
He
really
did,
sad.
yeah.
Believe it or
R.I.P.
not, yeah, rest in peace. Sorry, my throat there because I talked a bit. Well, no, I've been talking for quite a bit, so my throat been quite dry there. No, yeah, rest in peace to Dave Greenfield. He was honestly a musical genius and a wizard of the keyboards, as I say. But no, yeah,
Demon of
believe it
the
or not,
keyboards.
do what?
It's a demon of the keyboards. Dave Greenfield on a massive swelling organ.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, no, pretty much. Believe it or not, literally the day it wasn't announced on the news yet, but the day that Dave died, I ordered my tickets for the Stranglers live. Believe it or not, and it only came out a day after. But I'm hoping we'll still get
So,
to go. It won't be the same without Dave, but it'll still be hopefully, it'll hopefully still be in a good thing to enjoy, obviously, because we've still got Baz Warren, and then we've
mm-hmm.
still got JJ Burnell. We've
Yeah,
got, is it Jim McCauley on the drums?
it is,
Yeah,
aye.
and then we don't know who's going to be filling in for Dave, but all we
No,
know is they must be talented, but they can never be as talented as Dave. We know that for a fact. Um,
aye.
but yeah, so no, obviously RIP to Dave Greenfield. That's really sad and that. So yeah, no, I
It's a
was
shame.
looking forward to that because Dave was one of my good inspirations when it came to like musical like things like music and instruments and that. Because obviously I grew up playing piano or keyboard, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
But obviously nowadays I'm playing bass guitar. So yeah,
It is a massive shame because, yeah, the day you bought your tickets was the day he passed on.
yeah,
But the day before you ordered them, I ordered them, and that was the same time he was in hospital.
yeah. I know.
So we both ordered tickets for the event when he was in hospital and dying.
Yeah, I know.
which is a
Obviously,
massive
without knowing.
shame. Yeah, well, exactly.
So yeah, yeah, no, that is a massive shame.
Doesn't
Uh,
make me like them any less.
you what? Sorry.
It doesn't make me like them any less.
All right, no, same here. I'm absolutely, not. I was gonna say
Devoted.
not obsessed or in love, but you know what I mean. Like I still really like the Stranglers. That's
Oh,
all
aye.
I listen to really is their music. Like all their
Same here.
playlists, not playlists, sorry, albums in my
Yeah.
playlist.
Same here.
Yeah, and I do covers of their songs and that. I remember, I think it was the same week that Dave passed on, I did a cover for Golden Brown as my tribute towards him. So yeah, what are you laughing at?
No, I tried to suppress a barp. I'm sorry.
All right, right, fair
See, I,
enough.
I, I looked at my Discord settings and it wasn't picking up on there. And I looked over at my OBS screen, it was just going wee right up the scale.
All right, right.
Oh God.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah,
But no, yeah, I mean, pretty much like when it comes to the Stranglers, they have a lot of good music. Actually, why don't we go into that as a topic, right? Since we're obviously both
yeah.
very well educated on the Stranglers, what is your favorite Strangler song and album?
Okay. Favorite song, Toiler on the Sea.
Nice, good song,
Favorite album, Black and White.
very good album. Okay,
Obviously, there's multiple good albums. I actually quite like a lot of the modern music. Not Paul Roberts either. I don't really like him as
no,
much, but
same, yeah.
yeah, but I don't know. Sweet 16 and Giants were pretty good albums. Sweet 16 especially.
All right, right.
Obviously, going back, Toil on the Sea, Black and White. Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite. I think I've got to say. My favorite album is probably either going to be like yeah like Black or White or Ratus Norvegicus, something
Uh
like
huh.
that. But my favorite song, I mean, to
Gravy
be
comes
honest,
black.
it's hard to pick because I have a lot of favorite songs. What you saying?
No, I just went gravy comes black and white.
Yeah, but no, I think my favorite song at the moment is probably got to be something along the lines of like European Female
uh
or what else is it? I'm trying to think. It's really hard, but probably another favorite like song of mine would be something like yeah, European Female or Walk On By,
I
things
hate
like
you
that.
now. I always will.
That's another
And
good
when
song.
you did, I hate you still.
Your mic. Don't worry, you don't need to adjust any settings, but your mic cut off for like a second there,
No, that's okay.
like a
Yeah.
second or two twice, but it's fine. It's fine. But
Aye.
no, yeah. So pretty much, yeah, we're both big Stranglers fans, as you know. But yeah,
Uh
no.
huh.
Let's move on to another topic. Actually,
Okay.
a topic I'd like to move onto. I'm a bit rusty, as you can tell, when it comes to doing podcasts at the moment. But no, yeah. So we've discussed obviously how we're coping with things like COVID-19, what we're going to be doing when it finishes. We've discussed the Stranglers. Another thing, actually, I want to discuss is gaming, right? So obviously,
Ah.
as you know, well, you might not know actually, but me and Struan have been playing Roblox a lot lately. It's like a trip back to our childhood playing Roblox and
Hey,
that.
wait. What was that? You just cut out mega time.
Alright, I never on mine. I did on your, but not on my side.
Alright.
No, I
No,
said
you cut out massive time, yeah.
you what? Sorry.
No, I said you cut out massive time. You were like talking the game and me and
All right. All right. No, yeah, no. I said recently we've been playing Roblox because it's a trip back to our childhood.
Ah, right. Yeah, no, it certainly is that.
Yeah, and pretty much like we've been playing work at a pizza place. What's the game we were playing last night? I think it was like a text simulator where
Aye,
you.
tech
It's
simulator.
basically
I
like
think.
Cookie Clicker, but it's like text.
Mobile phones, yeah.
Yeah, mobile phones and texting and stuff like that.
You sell your text to get money.
Pretty much.
There was
Yeah.
another good game. It was like car industry sim as well, but that's one of the side games.
Yeah, yeah, and then what's another one we can think of? Speedrun 4 was quite good. We played it
Oh
like
god.
once ages ago. What?
Yeah. No, just thinking speedrun. Oh.
I just heard my wrist crack there.
Ow.
When your wrist or any kind of part that you can crack goes a tiny bit stiff because it needs cracked.
Yeah.
Did you hear that by the way when I cracked my wrist? Actually, wait. I'm not gonna actually in case our viewers don't like the sound of like fingers cracking and that. Struan, is that you cracking your fingers?
That was my wrist.
Oh right. But I was waiting to stop it right now. No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking. But yeah, no, pretty much. Yeah, obviously we've been not been playing many games really. We haven't played GTA a lot lately, like at all.
Hey, we've not actually.
No, so yeah. But no, yeah, that's obviously probably covers gaming. Another thing we're probably going to move on to right now is actually, yeah, I think we should probably be talking about is oh, what was I about to say there? Yeah, no, about what we're gonna do when obviously the lockdown's finished. I know we kind of partly discussed it when we were discussing like COVID-19 or coronavirus, but
Uh huh.
obviously we could probably go into like obviously like better detail now. But yeah, no, obviously as you know, before the coronavirus happened, we were like doing vlogs in our growth and stuff like that. But I tell you for a fact, literally when lockdown's finished, that is like the first thing we're gonna be doing is doing things like that. Obviously when they open up,
Aye.
yeah, like going to Arbroath, going to Noah's to do go karting,
Aye.
things
Yeah.
like that. It'll be good. It'll be really good being able to do vlogs again.
Aye.
But yeah, no, that's another thing actually. That's gonna be another big surprise when me and Struan see each other for the first time. As
Oh
you
no.
know, yeah, we're both currently teenagers, as you know, and teenagers are constantly growing. I know this is gonna sound really weird, but me and Struan were actually discussing the other night, how surprising it's gonna be seeing how much we've grown. Because for ages I wasn't growing. Struan's always been like growing, like slow, as you do. But for years I was like 5'2", and just recently, about a few months ago, I grew like gradually up to I think it was like 5'8".
Aye.
And then before schools went off, we measured myself on the measuring tape in one of the schoolrooms and like one of the classrooms, and yeah, we measured myself on the measuring chart, and I was 5'10", just about five
Aye.
foot ten and a half.
Aye.
Now, now, since lockdown has happened, pretty much. Obviously, what I'm kind of using as an example is my mum and dad. When I stand next to my mum and dad, just for an example, because I can't think of anything else to use as an example, but like when I stand next to my mum and dad, I've noticed I've just gotten taller and taller and taller. Like the amount they have to look up at me now is like
Yeah.
is like growing, and I'm not saying it as a bragging. Like I'm not tall really. Like I'm like five. I'm thinking right now I'm 5'11" or like 5'11 and a half, something like
Okay.
that. Struan, I think Struan thinks you're 6 foot too.
I believe so.
Something like that, yeah. So I'm like 5'11", nearly could be 6 foot, maybe in like a month or so, if not now. And that's probably where I'm gonna stop, to be honest, because I'm being deadly serious. I do not have the genes for growing 6'1" or 6'2", which obviously Struan's, yeah, as you said, you might think you're 6'2". I have a funny
Eh,
feeling this is gonna be like our last growth spurt. It's just gonna be like cemented in time our height. I
yeah.
think I'm gonna stop right at 6 foot or just below 6 foot, and I think you're gonna probably grow to 6'2" max, like max. What's that noise? Okay. Apparently Struan's gone.
No, I'm here.
Alright, I literally went, what's that noise? And then you just kept going,
I know because it was peeing myself laughing.
about?
I'm not mentioning. I'm not mentioning that on camera.
Right. I'm confused as to what he's on about. Even I don't know what he's on about, but fair enough. Probably something that's happened in his house or something like
Yeah.
that. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Oh, what? Is it the
Oh.
sneezing?
No, not yet. No,
Alright,
but I
alright.
better mute my mic when that happens.
Oh, God, yeah. But,
Oh.
no. So, yeah, pretty much, that covers the.
Which one is it?
That covers the heights topic. No, I'm only joking. So what you saying, Struan?
Which one is it gonna be? Yeah, no, yeah.
Shut up. That is a term of phrase that I constantly use.
Aye, Titalius Pricamus.
That's enough now. We don't need
Bobagimus.
any swearing on this podcast.
Ooh.
So anyway, no, Struan, is there anything you'd like to talk about?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, go for it. Shoot.
Driving.
Okay, that's a good topic. Very good
Yeah.
topic.
And especially a very touchy subject for me just now and you to follow along with if this doesn't sort of speed itself up. Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
So, if you don't know by now, me and Tarkan are driving enthusiasts. We've been waiting years to be able to drive. Tarkan's
Indeed.
driven Ferrari and other exotic vehicles. I've driven a Lamborghini Gallardo.
No, sorry,
And,
just made me laugh when you went, Tarkan's driving a Ferrari and other exotic vehicles.
yeah, exactly. He's driven multiple vehicles, as have I. We've all had our chance, and we love it.
Aye.
And sometime in the nearby future, Tarkan's going to apply for his provisional. I've got
Yes.
mine, he'll get his, and as soon as we can get driving lessons, the better.
Indeed.
However, yes, back on that subject, the coronavirus, COVID-19,
Yeah.
worst virus to ever come about,
Indeed.
spooky wee virus thingy, it
Mhm.
has really impeded our
Mhm.
lessons. So it is now the 21st of May.
Mhm.
I turned 17 over a month ago, and we already had my lessons set up, and here comes the virus. So that also means by the time Tarkan turns 17 and gets his provisional, the driving instructors will once again be getting kicks up the backside for no being quick enough, but they can't help that. So it might turn out I get my lessons in August, for example, and Tarkan gets his in like October or November, because
Yeah.
there's people who are still needing lessons, but there are people who are getting lessons and need their tests. So
Yeah.
it's going to take a long time.
So no, yeah, obviously on that topic, I can't really speak for you, obviously, as I don't know. Obviously, you haven't told me a lot about how you're, educating yourself about it. But I'll tell you this for a fact, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I had a hiccup there. No, about like, I think it was about, yeah, but like before school went off was when I just started to take a break from my driving, like educating or whatever you want to call it, like driving
8 weeks
studying.
ago.
Yeah, pretty much. So for about a year straight, I was basically doing my every time I had a free period in school, or not a free period, a study period, study,
Study.
study, a study. Yes, every
It's a
time I had.
study with strewn. It's a study.
Yeah. So no, wait, what did you say?
Study with strewn. It's a study.
So yeah, no. Every time I had a study period, I would basically look up, stuff about cars, road laws, stuff about driving cars, also like theory test stuff, all like that. And I would say I know just about, as I could probably say the same for Struan, we know
Yeah.
nearly everything there is to know about driving. It's now just literally a case of waiting until we can go and do it.
Exactly.
But no, yeah, I educated myself on practically nearly just about everything with road laws, like video tutorials and things like that, and like written down educational stuff about driving cars, how to drive cars, all
Mhm.
that, all them fun things. But no, pretty much now, yeah, you're right. We probably will be looking at you passing your test, maybe even August, September, and no doubt me something like October, November. Um,
It'll be a lot later in the
but
year anyway.
but yeah, and I don't mean that as in I'm gonna take longer than you. If we were to start from the same, I believe we could probably pass both about the same time. But the only reason why I can't see us doing that is because, as you said before, there's going to be that high a demand for people wanting to get straight into driving lessons that it might take ages for free spaces to be, available to book. So, for instance,
Haha.
you'll be able to get your spaces first because you already booked, but I haven't obviously yet. I've got my provisional form actually over there next to me. We're gonna get it
Right.
signed and stuff like that. We're probably gonna try and send it out when the coronavirus is finished, obviously, because right now it's not really the best time to do that. So
No.
yeah. But yeah, no, I will be 17 in August, August 31st, and yeah, I'm looking forward to hitting 17 and being able to start my the start of this. As they say, it's the start
Start
of
you
your
know what I mean?
life or whatever they say. It's a saying.
It's the start of the end of your life, aye.
Or well, no, what do you mean the end of your life?
The start of the end of your life, son.
Oh, yeah, 17 is the end of my life. No, mate, if anything, 17 is just the beginning of like my adult life of
Ah,
driving and stuff
yeah,
like
no.
that.
Oh god, I've just done the ENO as well. No, I can't remember what. I can't remember what it was or who I heard it from, but at a certain age, literally, your body stops growing and starts dying. It's something like the brain. It's either 18, 21, something like that. Your brain stops maturing, your skull stops growing or some shit like that,
All right,
and
right.
then you just slowly start to die after the age
Huh?
of 21. So it's just that's how horrible it is.
Goodness,
Also,
goodness.
actually, yeah, just a fun little fact while I remember.
Right.
On the 22nd of February in 2022,
Mhm.
what day of the week do you think that is?
Sorry, could you repeat that question again?
The 22nd of February
Mhm.
2022.
Right.
That will be 2 2 of the 2 2 2.
Oh
What day of the week do
goodness.
you think that is?
I'm just gonna go for it. A Friday.
No, it is a Tuesday, which is extremely satisfying for everybody because you can call it Tuesday because they're all twos.
All right. Okay, then fair enough. Where are you getting this from?
I've actually seen that for so long, I just never voiced it, and I'm glad I have now.
All right, right. Well, there you go. We're a better place. Yeah, we're a better place to voice it than the WTFN podcast.
Aye.
So yeah. To be honest, as you know, we've discussed about most topics, and no, this isn't the end of the podcast yet. Obviously, we're still talking about stuff. Actually, yeah, I've got something to tell you guys. So none of you will probably know this, and Struan, I don't mean this in a mean way, but if this were to happen to you, you'd probably have about 10 videos on it by now.
All right, I
But
mean, go ahead.
I haven't mentioned it once actually. But basically, he's gonna when the minute I say this, he's gonna go, oh, not as in I talk about it a lot because I actually don't believe it or not. It's just because it'll be like, oh, I remember that, or but yeah, because you might have forgot Struan. I haven't mentioned it in ages, but a few months back, I joined a boxing club. Now, basically, it was all going well, things like that. I mean, I was enjoying it. I was doing really well. I was going every week, and not too long ago now, just before lockdown ended, or well, no, sorry, ended. Not before lockdown started. I you could say broke or fractured my wrist. So
You
basically,
did.
it was towards the end of the lesson, and I should have probably wore wrist support. It's my fault probably, but basically, I hit the heavy bag with a decent amount of power from a right hook, and obviously that's my good hand, that's my strong hand, and quite literally, I fractured a bone or broke it, whatever you want to call it. I fractured like a bone in my wrist or my wrist. You know what I mean? But like, yeah. So I fractured it. Felt absolute pain that day, right? I felt some absolute pain. And wait a minute, I'm getting a video call. No, thank you. Sorry, because we're currently busy right now. It's my uncle. So no,
Sorry for
yeah.
the intrusion. We will have a small break.
You what, Struan?
Said sorry for the intrusion. We will have a small break while Tarkan goes absolutely schizo at Messenger.
No, I will not. If anything, I'll be like, "What's up?" And he'll just be like, "Yeah, donkey." And I'll be like, "Right, okay, I'm away now. I'm away to do a podcast."
Right,
He'll be
tits,
having
tits.
his no, it's not that. It's like Shrek patter, all the
Yeah, I know.
donkey and all that. But
I
yeah,
know what
no,
it
but yeah,
is.
no. As I was saying, so pretty much, yeah. In terms of yeah, the boxing thing, right? So basically, yeah, fractured my wrist without knowing it. I went to bed that night in absolute pain. I woke up with the worst pain. I could barely set my wrist in any position. If it was just hanging from standing up, it was in pain. If it was on sitting on something, it was in pain. If it was hanging off the bed to try and rest it without putting pressure to it, it was in pain. No matter what I did, it was in pain. I had to stay off school for that one day. I was obviously back the next day. Went to hospital, got an X-ray, and I think I got like a oh, what do you call it?
Stooky.
No, not a stookie. It wasn't that
Oh no, it's
thingy.
like aye,
A
I know what you
splint.
mean.
That's it, a splint.
Splint, yeah.
Yeah, I got a splint basically, and it was really sore. And believe it or not, now it's totally healed in terms of like daily life. But when I was using my dad's boxing bag about yesterday, or no, actually even a month ago, it was a little bit iffy. But now it's actually, believe it or not, it's fine. I've got a wee tiny, 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 like out of 100%, like 10% tiny bit of pain occasionally when I hit a really hard right hook. But apart from that, it's fine. So my wrist is recovered decently enough. It's fine enough. So yeah, hopefully when COVID-19 or coronavirus, whatever you want to call it's over, I will be back at boxing, and yeah, I'll enjoy that. That'll be good because that is my favorite sport. It used to be football, but now I'd say for a while now, for a few years now, it's been boxing, MMA, stuff like that. But yeah, that's also been affected. That's another topic I want to go into. That's been affected by COVID-19 as well. Things like sports and that. As you know, Scottish football has been cancelled. English football's been cancelled. Basically, believe it or not, every football has been cancelled. But I think it was recently this week the German league just opened up again. So they're
Alright.
playing in empty stadiums. But also UFC, right? UFC, I can't remember, I think it was 249 or something was meant to be happening not long ago. And it was meant to be Tony Ferguson versus Khabib. And basically what happened was, due to COVID-19, apparently Khabib was in Russia and he wasn't allowed to leave because it was in full lockdown because of COVID-19. And Tony Ferguson was obviously still in the States. That's where he lives, and that's where the fight was. Yeah, I think the fight was going to be held. But basically, it got cancelled from that date. It was meant to be like October or something like. Yeah, it was some date in October, and basically they cancelled it and then made it. I think not long ago it was in April. No, was it? I think it was meant to be in April, and then they changed it to like sometime last month. So they changed it like a month ahead or something like that, and they changed the card up from yeah, Tony Ferguson versus Khabib to Tony Ferguson versus Justin Gaethje, and surprisingly, Justin Gaethje beat Tony Ferguson. That was very surprising, and they had a decent like stacked cards. If you know what I mean, it was a stacked event. They had like Donald Cerrone versus oh, what's his name, Anthony Pettis, and I think Anthony Pettis won that. But yeah, no, there was stuff like that. I think it was Anthony Pettis that won that. But yeah, no, Khabib was meant to be fighting with Tony, but obviously it never got to happen. And I think UFC have had one event since. Now, believe it or not, I think apparently the UFC said they've made their own island to have their fight on since no organisation was letting them or something like that. I might be wrong, don't quote me, right? But it was something like that. Like I think Dana White said something like, "Oh, we're gonna make a UFC fight island." I don't know if he's done it now, and that's where the events are being held, or if he is actually just doing it in some state in America and some councils let it happen because they don't think it's that bad. But it's empty arenas, so it's not really that much of a health risk. But then again, obviously you've got two people fighting each other, doing like takedowns and stuff like that. So it is a contact sport, so it is a chance of passing on COVID-19. But I think they get tests, they get proper tests on that to make sure they don't. So to be honest, in my opinion, yes, I don't think daily life should be continuing at the moment, but I do think UFC should, just in empty arenas. So I think Dana White's doing the right thing. He's doing a good thing. The UFC, as a company, I think they're doing the right thing. It's good. Because if they're getting tested and they both don't have it, then fair enough, go ahead. Don't fill the arena with folk who can, get it, and it'll be fine. End of the day, it's fine. So, yeah. But I'll tell you what, I can't wait until UFC goes back to proper because there has been hints, not from the UFC itself, but I'm sure I've heard from somewhere, like on Twitter or whatever, that there could be a possibility of Conor McGregor versus Justin Gaethje, which would be absolutely mental. I would enjoy that because obviously, as you know, I'm a massive McGregor fan. And yeah, most of my family is, including my cousin in that. So yeah, obviously, hopefully the UFC goes back to normal. Sorry, Struan, that was a very one-sided kind of conversation because obviously you're not into boxing or UFC. Are you there?
Yeah, you cut out, so I just decided to stay quiet for a minute. But yeah,
Alright,
it
no, I
was.
never cut out on my side. Sorry,
No, that's okay. It happens.
I don't even know why I said sorry at the end there. You know what I mean.
Mhm.
So
Uh,
yeah, is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
we have chatted about quite a lot. We're on 33 minutes just now, but I'm trying pretty strongly to think of something to speak about.
Yeah, well, on my screen it says we're just coming up to 32 minutes.
All right, okay.
So yeah.
I really do struggle to think, but okay. How about where does our gaming take us in the future? Are we going to be doing like gaming videos on our
Okay,
channels?
go
Or
for it. We'll end it on that topic. So, do you want
yeah,
to lead this conversation? Because I don't know what you mean. Obviously, like
that's okay.
from my
Yeah,
viewpoint, I don't know what you mean, but you can
well,
clarify.
I can't speak for you and what you're going to do on your channel. However,
Right.
as I've now got a good gaming keyboard, mouse, microphone, boom arm, all the
Ah,
above
right.
to
Yeah.
record,
Yes.
I'm going to start branching out, and I've obviously got my OBS, and that's everything's going to be high quality.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm going to branch out my channel to do gaming videos on the side.
All right.
And I wondered if you're going to do the same. If well, you've got the microphone, you still have a webcam, but even then, that doesn't matter. You've got a powerful enough computer.
Okay. So here's what I'll say about that. So basically, my PC at the moment is 4 gigs of RAM and it's i3. The processor is good enough, but the only thing that I don't know if it will happen. Well, it's got 4 gig. It doesn't lag, but for some reason OBS lags. It's nothing to do with my
Mm,
PC, but OBS lags. When, for instance, when we did Roblox, it's not my actual PC. It's OBS because I haven't adjusted the settings as well. And I tried to, but I didn't have enough time at the time. Within like 10 minutes, I tried to see what I could do, and I couldn't find anything at the time. But I won't be playing any like high tech or like not high tech like high spec games or that. But I will
no.
probably be able to do like our like Roblox videos occasionally and that. Yeah. When I find out
Mm,
the settings to do for that, I will probably do that. Yeah, I'll do that. So yeah, we probably will do that. I'll do
good.
some more gaming videos hopefully in the future, and even more maybe internet videos. Like reacting to YouTube videos, music, things like that. Maybe doing
Yeah,
quizzes. Things like that.
yeah.
Aye. So yeah. So then, is that us?
I believe that's us.
Aye. Okay then. Well, thank you very much for watching, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed this podcast. Apologies if the audio is not the best. I did sit and edit for like half an hour, nearly an hour, something like that. But yeah, I think it was about half an hour, something nearly like that. But anyway, I tried to adjust it, and I've got it to about the best I can get it for the now. But it could be better next time if I take another look at it, and I'll see what I can do. But hopefully, it is good enough for today. So yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, guys. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more. And Struan, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanking you too. And remember, as I'm going to say one more time, sorry, just in case you never heard the first time, like and subscribe for more and turn the bell notification to be notified on when I upload. So yeah, without further ado, See you guys in the next video, and it's a goodbye from me,
And it's a goodbye for him.
and see you later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.